Welcome! Today we're sailing through the most beautiful areas of Adriatic Sea and visiting two natural wonders, the Kornati National Park and Nature Park Telaščica. We're going to explore some interesting places on Dugi Otok and visit some of the most breathtaking beaches which will amaze you. Anchors away! For nature lovers and those who truly appreciate virgin clear sea, sailing around Kornati Islands will excite their senses and soothe their soul. More than 100 islands, islets and rocks, scattered around a relatively small area, create one of the most beautiful archipelagos for sailing in all of the Adriatic. It consists of around 150 small islands, stretching over 320 square kilometers, and since 1980, Kornati bears the title of a national park. Three-quarters of this natural park is actually marine ecosystem, while only 1/4 is land. You will often hear Kornati referred to as a nautical paradise, and when you get a chance to visit, you will immediately see why. We've finally managed to catch a favorable wind, and it's time for us to enjoy some real sailing. One of the most distinctive natural occurrences on Kornati are cliffs on the outer stretch of the islands, which are facing open sea. The cliffs have always been called crowns, corona, which is probably where the name Kornati comes from. On a hill above the Tarets Field, at the south side of the island of Kornati, is one of the better-kept forts, which were built back in the 6th century alongside the eastern coast of the Adriatic by Byzantine Emperor Justinian. It is believed that the Byzantine Emperor Justinian built these forts in an attempt to restore the Roman Empire with its former borders, which wouldn't have been possible without a complete control of waterways. On a small islet, actually a rock, Blitvenica, we come across a very impressive lighthouse. It was built in 1872 and it is 21 meters tall. Its light can be spotted from a 24 nautical miles distance. The lighthouse is automated and included in the system of remote surveillance, with an always present crew. On the south side of the island, Levernak is, in our humble opinion, one of the most beautiful natural beaches in all of the Adriatic. The Lojana Bay, with its captivating sea color, completely fascinated us, and we just had to give in to the moment and enjoy the view. Uninhabited small island Vela Smokvica is one of many places on Kornati which is just ideal for anchoring your boat and spending a day swimming and enjoying the sea. On basically all bigger islands, you'll be able to find restaurants where you can enjoy fresh delicacies caught practically in front of you. Because of its distance from the mainland and the high price of the transport of food, don't expect them to come cheap. On the southernmost part of the island of Kornati, on the Opat Bay, there is one such restaurant celebrated for its seafood specialties. The owner of the restaurant, a skillful chef himself, often prepares various fish delicacies. Specialty of the day equals catch of the day, which always depends on the weather and sometimes luck. The fish is indeed completely fresh, so they often prepare steak tartare of fresh tuna, shrimp and crab. We have tried out a Japanese variety of homemade specialties: deep-fried shrimp and scallops served with wasabi sauce. Food specialty of this region is pasta served with crab. One of the two ACI marinas in Kornati is at the small island of Vela Panitula. The marina got its name from the bigger nearby island of Pishkera. The island Pishkera, with a surface of only 2.66 square kilometers, with the highest peak above the sea being 127 meters, and spreading the most fantastic views over Kornati, is completely uninhabited. The ACI Marina is the only bit of civilization in this untouched nature, surrounded by a mosaic of islands and islets, rocks and lighthouses. Apart from the breathtaking landscape, ACI Marina Pisquera is a special favorite for all the yachtsmen, since it is in the middle of the national park. People from Sali and other surrounding villages come to this uninhabited island once a year, on the last Sunday of July to be exact, for a mass at the church of Mala Gospa. Marina offers berths for boats of up to 30 meters in length. Given that the sea is quite shallow, depth at the piers is 2.5 to 3.5 meters. Due to its location and distance from the mainland, this is primarily a transit marina, which is open from early April to the end of October. Although there's water and electricity at the docks, these are not available at all times, so the water is available from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and electricity from 8 a.m. to noon, and from 6 p.m. to midnight. The nearest petrol station is 15 kilometers away and is located at Dugi Otok, so it's important to plan your trip in advance. The marina can also provide some basic food staples and products. The marina also offers very neat sanitary facilities. North of National Park Kornati is another nature park, Telaščica. Passenger ships tirelessly transport guests from land to Telaščica, so during the summer season it gets quite busy here. However, you can tie your boat to a buoy and come up to buy a ticket for a visit to this natural wonder. At the park there is typical Mediterranean vegetation with over 400 plant varieties, with many rare and endemic species around as well. In the sea, there's around 250 plant and 300 animal species, including very rare red corals and carnivorous sponge. Telaščica Bay is one of the safest, most beautiful and largest natural harbours in the Adriatic, with its 6 islands and rocks, 25 bays and 69 kilometers of coastline. Saltwater lake Mir, with medicinal mud, is a habitat to an endemic sort of eel called caiman. This is also a favorite swimming resort for visitors. Although Telaščica is surrounded by the clearest, most beautiful sea, for some reason people prefer to come to swim here. We can't really understand why, but let them enjoy. High-rising cliffs climb up to 161 meters above sea level and descend vertically to the depth of 90 meters. These cliffs are a home to numerous bird species. In the nature park, diving at a few attractive spots next to the cliffs is especially beautiful. Also, we recommend taking a walk along the paths and visiting interesting places. And the panoramic view from the Belvedere Grbaščak really shouldn't be missed. Dugi Otok is the 7th largest island in the Adriatic. The island is exceptionally beautiful and rich in natural wonders. And apart from the park Telaščica, there are 2 lakes next to Žman, the Solinščica Bay and one of the truly most beautiful bays of the Adriatic, Sakarun. A place called Sali is the largest one on Dugi Otok, and it is the municipal and administrative center of the island and the place with the largest population of 740 permanent inhabitants. Many houses are 100 years and older, and the architecture of the whole area is almost completely unchanged. Sali is a place of a 1,000-year-old fishing tradition, which was confirmed by written documents from the 10th century. Ancient olive groves surrounding the village witnessed the intensive agricultural activities throughout the centuries. With its tourist facilities, the vicinity of the nature park Telaščica and the national park Kornati, Sali is an ideal place to relax. those fans of active vacation can rent a boat, a bicycle or a scooter in Sali and properly experience the beauty of the whole island. There is a taxi service that offers a driving tour around the island for those who are interested. At the harbour, there are moorings arranged for reception of ships, so you can spend the night with access to water and electricity for your vessel. There are useful stores and shops as well as restaurants nearby to secure your pleasant and enjoyable stay. Located on the northwest side of the island Dugi Otok is a very tame and peaceful place, Bojava, basking in a bay surrounded by pine trees. It was first mentioned in 1327 under the name Bosane, while the remains of fortified villages nearby date from Illyrian times. During summer months, visitors are provided transportation to the famous beach Sakarun by a tourist train, which is an excellent opportunity for exploring beautiful cliffs of Dugi Otok. The bay is quite shallow, and if you're taking your sailboat like we are, you're not going to be able to approach the shore. A dinghy is not an option either, since the beach is surrounded with safety net. So the only option is landing on sharp cliffs, which we wouldn't recommend. In Bojava, we have a unique opportunity to taste a very unusual, authentic dish, moray eel fish stew. Even though in shape it looks like a snake, moray eel is indeed a fish. With no scales, one long fin alongside its whole body, and menacing-looking jaws, this creature does look pretty scary. It actually has teeth down its mouth, palate, and even inside its throat. However, especially prepared with corn polenta as a side dish, this delicacy is a real reminder to a fishing tradition of this region. ACI Marina Pula is situated at an ideal location in the very center of the city of Pula. With a perfect view over the antique amphitheater. As the locals call it, the arena, it is one of the best-kept buildings of the old Roman Empire in the world, standing witness to a turbulent millennial history of the city. This large natural harbour has been in use since the early ancient times and was also used as a main war port of Austro-Hungarian monarchy. At the very heart of this historical harbour, a step away from the arena, is the ACI Marina. There are 194 berths at the marina, and yachts of up to 40 meters can come in. Guests have numerous amenities at hand, such as sanitary facilities, parking, laundry service, and all the standard accompanying content of superior service. At the marina, there is a restaurant overlooking the very center of the city and the arena, so this truly is a perfect spot to enjoy a morning coffee. In the immediate vicinity of Pula is the Kornati Islands, once one of the most prestigious resorts of world leaders, emperors, presidents and stars of the golden age of Hollywood. After Kornati and Dugi Otok, which are a real piece of heaven for numerous yachtsmen, we continue on our journey with a visit to an equally stunning island of Ugljan. In our next episode of SAILHO Croatia.